Somebody tell me, please. sa.neter TV. sa.neter TV. Looking for some conscious information. sa.neter TV. Looking for some confrontation. sa.neter TV. A little debating, a lot of hating. sa.neter TV. Information. sa.neter TV. Conscious information. sa.neter TV.
Question. The earth has been given into the hands of the wicked. Who runs the entire planet right now? Let me know. Who runs America? Who runs Europe? Who runs Russia? Who came over there and colonized South Africa, if not for the white man? Read. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. He covered the faces of the judges. Who's the judge of the universe? Who's the judge of this planet? The most high power, known as Yahweh. That's what you gotta grasp right there. The God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
Okay.
What's up,
Let me
man?
ask you a question, brother. What's up, Tazarach? What's up? Tazarach. What's up, my brother?
What can I do for you?
I want to know, what percentage of you is the white man?
What percentage of
I'll accept you as my brother, but if the white man's the devil, what percentage of the devil are you?
Now let me break something down for you. Your whole percentage is coming from the white man and his science and from slavery.
What white man?
Let me bust this down for you because you asked a question that you want me to answer.
I want you to answer, but I don't know why you're talking to me about the white man's science.
You're talking about, you want to know percentage as far as DNA. That whole percentage came from is that they would take a brother, put him on an auction block, and if he was mixed with something, they would throw out percentages to say that this slave might be worth more. But let me tell you something. According to God, there's no such thing as anything that's mixed. You are what your father is. So at the end of the day, my father, who would he be on this chart? He would be considered a so-called Puerto Rican. He would be considered a Taino Indian. If that answers your question. So what is it? It's 100% according to God. Not your God, the white man, but the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
All right, hold on. Because I know Puerto Rico means rich port. And there wasn't no goddamn Puerto Rico in the Bible during Jesus' time. So we're not going to talk about no damn Puerto Ricans.
Before you do that, I got a question.
Go ahead, my brother.
You asked Baba the same question?
Yeah, but Baba know who he is. I'm asking you now.
That's the point now.
Baba,
I know who I am.
who the fuck are you?
You're going to find out today.
Who are you?
That's what you got to understand.
Yo, listen.
Hebrew Israelite from the tribe of Ephraim. That's who I am.
All right.
According to God.
Now here it goes. We obviously know, based on your phenotype, that the white man's swimming in your gene pool. Now, we got to defeat the white man. And I'm not attacking light-skinned blacks. I'm just attacking this man because I ain't sure who he is yet. What do you do to destroy that portion of the white man in your body? Because if the white man is the devil, it is clear that he is running through your veins. What purification are you going to indulge in to clean or rid yourself of the demon that you are made up of?
So now, once again, it's obvious that you have very poor listening skills. You understand that? Because a moment ago,
Yes, sir.
You just said, what percentage are you?
That's right.
And I just said 100%. Why? Because your father determines your tribe, your nationality, and your spirit. You understand that?
Oh, hold on. Nah, we ain't giving you no love. Hold on. You're not doing that.
I read the disclaimer on your website. You're a humanitarian. Why didn't you shake his hand?
Because I'll give you an answer. Hold on. I'm going to give you an answer. Let me give you an answer. I am a humanitarian. That means I'm for humans. I don't see the white man as a fucking human. So that's why That's why I'm asking you.
What? Because you never said he's the devil.
You are a hybrid. So I'm trying to ask you, as a hybrid.
I'm a hybrid according to who?
Listen, you are the iceberg lettuce of the black community. There's romaine lettuce and there's iceberg lettuce. You are iceberg lettuce.
A polite, which I
Yo, why you read? Oh, we got him out of here. We got him out of here. We just adjusted him.
The first thing that I heard polite say,
He out of here.
I asked polite rather, was y'all accept Baba, right? Baba got blue eyes. Y'all accept Baba though.
Baba's black.
But he's black, but he got blue eyes. Now if you going on phenotype,
He's an albino.
He said
That's not an albino.
that's a brother though.
An albino is a black man.
That's a brother, but nobody questions Baba at all.
Hold on, my brother, hold on.
Just for the record, Baba's my brother too. I don't question him either.
Yeah.
Because I know you are the seed of your father. Right. Now you come out here, he want percentages. Your brother cut you on percentages.
How?
Where do percentages come from?
Hold on.
Where do you get
Hold
the
on.
percentages
Hold on.
I just want to know, where do you get the
Hold on.
percentages from?
You got to answer this. When I
ask first though.
That's not a good question. That's not a good question. That's not a good question.
Ask for percentage.
Based.
I want to know, where do you get the percentage
You
from?
got to listen. You got to listen.
Answer my question though.
You got to listen.
Okay, no sweat.
When I asked him what percentage, that was based on your Israelite doctrine. Because I know y'all don't deal with DNA. And let me tell you why that's crazy.
That's a dumb question.
No, it's not a dumb question.
We don't deal with percentage, and you know that.
And that's what. Hold on.
So why would you ask a dumb
Okay, I'm going to give you an answer. It's a chess move, so I can show people y'all don't deal with mathematics. Ain't no way in hell. Hold on. There's no way in hell you're going to have a mother and a father and disregard everything that comes from your mother. There's no way in hell. So what part of him is the devil? That's what I'm asking you.
You said.
What part of him is the devil? Yes.
It's a chess move.
Yes.
We don't accept. This is what you saying.
To show the people you don't deal with math.
Accept the Father. We don't deal with math.
That you don't deal with math. There you go.
You deal with math. So now.
When it's convenient.
Now I'm asking for the answer to my question.
Go ahead, brother.
Where do you get the percentage from?
That was my question to y'all, brother.
He answered it already.
What was his answer? He said he's 100%.
It's on camera.
He gave me an answer.
But I'm asking you, my first question to you was, where do you get the percentage from?
Whose percentage? Whose percentage?
Of a child. The percentage that makes the basis of a child. When a child is born, Israelites follow the seed of your father. We agree on that, right?
Yes.
Do you follow that?
No, I don't follow that. There's no genetics involved with that.
So you follow percentages. That's why you asked about percentage.
I asked him about percentage to see if you guys.
But you already knew that.
No.
You don't follow percentage.
I follow percentage.
Okay,
Evidently,
so
y'all don't.
Get the percentage from?
Genetic science, brother.
From where?
Genetic science.
So what do you do to? So now, if you wanted to get your percentage, what do you get it from? If you want to get your percentage right now, you go to Africa. That's what you're saying. But where do you get it from?
We get it from a lab, brother. There's a lab 4 blocks down from.
So what you saying is,
Go ahead.
You go into the lab by a doctor to find out the percentage that makes up your mother and father.
DNA. That's right. DNA.
We don't have to do that. You are the seed of.
Y'all don't have to do that.
No, you don't.
What are y'all using? The Bible?
The seed of your father.
Hold on.
You don't have to use the Bible.
Hold on. They're using the Bible. They're using the Bible. All right, go ahead.
The Egyptians didn't use no Bible. They didn't use anything.
Yeah, they didn't use the Bible because the Bible didn't exist.
Because they wanted to kill all the firstborn males. Because they knew the male determined the seed, and if you get rid of all the men, it cuts off a nation.
All right, cool.
Important a man is.
All right, cool.
The woman is just as important. We're not, like when we say you the seed of your father, that's not negating that you would get mama's traits, that you could look like your mama or anything. We're talking about what determines your race, what determines your nationality. That's all we're talking about.
The Bible?
How can that be so difficult for y'all to understand?
I can tell you why it's so difficult.
I've been in front of the camp for 2 years. No sweat.
I can tell you why it's difficult.
Y'all need 3 of you.
Yo, hold on. I'm going to tell you why it's difficult. Hold on, real quick. How can we advance civilization using a goddamn Bible while everybody else, hold on, real quick. Okay, cool. But I'm also talking to the people. I like to make eye contact with the people that's learning. Come on, my brother. I got you. I understand. This is my shit. You got people in the real world dealing with chemistry. You got them dealing with physics. You got them dealing with biology. And they're using these sciences to advance civilization. They're using these sciences to manipulate our people. These guys are using the Bible for genetics. There's no, hold on real quick. There's no technology being created from people reading the Bible like there's technology being created from people who actually study science, math, chemistry, physics. So I'm asking, how the hell can you make a scientific determination about who you are, genotype-wise and phenotype-wise, from reading the Bible? That shit is crazy.
No, I'm not. You done fucked up, excuse my language. Now, he just said that you got to go and deal with science to determine your nationality, to get the percentages, to get all of that. And you can't get that from the Bible. That's what he said, right? You agree that's what you said, right?
I didn't say that shit.
You didn't say that?
I said nothing about nationality. Go ahead.
I'm talking about as far as your seed, the child.
I said, how are we going to advance civilization
if we're following the Bible?
No technology is being used. Nobody's reading the Bible and creating technology from studying the Bible. They're studying chemistry books, they're studying biology books, and they're making weapons that's whipping our ass.
No sweat. We're not talking about weapons yet, though. We just talk about genetics, right? We just talk about children right now. So now, that's what he said. So now the Bible, which was written thousands of years ago,
we're talking about weapons.
The seed of your father. That's what the Bible says.
Go ahead.
I have a USA Today out of the University of North Carolina that said we are genetically more like our fathers. That's what it just said. So now the Bible that was written thousands of years ago that said you're the seed of your father, out in North Carolina, they just came out with their same scientific study that he's talking about.
Wait, real quick.
You're genetically more closer to your father
real quick.
than anything else. So now what is the big deal?
Hold on.
I'm finished.
You're not allowed to use science. Go ahead, brother.
Now, they making this whole, what is the big deal that you're the seed of your father? What is the big deal? Is that really important? In 2015,
we're going to get him.
We are Hispanic people. Is that really important when I just proved it in the Bible and with his science? And then he said I can't use science. Why can't I use science?
Because y'all don't fuck with science.
That's a lie. The only thing we don't use science for is our religion. I'm using a goddamn cell phone. I'm using a microphone. I drive a car. I catch a plane.
Yo, you are a dumb motherfucker, man.
Microwave. I use all different types of technology, but I ain't gonna worship none of that shit. What the hell is you talking about? I can't use science. If I get sick, I ain't gonna take no medicine. The scriptures say
you said it.
For medicine. The scriptures say to seek a goddamn physician. I can't use science.
You can't. You can't use science, man. Hold on. This black man just said, I use science, I just don't use it when it comes to my religion. Y'all, hold on. Okay. You just said that.
I don't worship it.
You also said that. But you also said, I don't use science when I'm dealing with my religion. That's where the bullshit begins. Now, hold on. I'm gonna show you why you need to use science. These white guys right here. Okay, good. No problem. But I'm gonna show you. Hold on. Okay, no problem. I'm gonna show you why we gotta use science. These white men right here than they are Africans. Ask them, and then see if you still support these niggas. They're closer to the white man right here more than they are to African. That's against science. Now, how do y'all feel about that crazy shit? They said they're closer to this white man more than an African? Where the fuck did they kidnap us from?
Okay, so now we're changing the subject, and now we're dealing with
Africa. No, we dealing with science. Science.
So now he's switching to...
No, that's science. Show me. That's your brothers right there. That's your twin brothers right there. Y'all came out the womb together. That's your twin brothers.
That's not my brother. So now, let's deal with that too. Once again,
hold on, over there. Take a look at his brothers. Take a look. Take a look at his brothers.
They say that we African. Why? Because we come from the same continent? Because they say we come from the same continent? Because we was brought over here on slave ships? What's the proof that we African? Can somebody give it to me, please? Give me.
Go ahead.
When I say give me proof, stop going in their science.
There we go again.
Proof. Because I don't need to go into science. Let me tell you something. I don't need to go into science to get the proof of who I am. They have to.
Now,
the only reason he calling himself African, because the white man told him that he's African.
okay.
Not because he can prove it without him.
Hold on. Hold on.
He's lying. He's just trying to save face. But go ahead.
All right.
You got it. Don't say
So,
stop it. It's the truth.
Hold on. Now you got a lot of contradictions you just put out there. Do you know the history of the island of Puerto Rico? If they are what their fathers are, then that is a white man right there, because all of the Taino Indians, all the original Taino Indians were subject to rape by the Spaniards that came there. That's absolutely correct. That's absolutely correct.
You're not listening. You're not
So,
listening.
so now, if you are who your father is, and we know damn well the white man raped the people on that island, then that's a white man. It's old, but it's a fact. That's number one.
Did the white man rape them?
Did the white man rape them? Yes or no?
Did the white man rape them in Puerto Rico?
The white man raped all nations.
So if you are who your father is, how is he not a white man?
Okay, so now, I get the answer?
How is he not a white man?
I get the answer.
Yes.
No sweat. So now, I'm going to repeat your question, so that just in case the crowd didn't hear it, they can hear it. What he said was, because the so-called Puerto Ricans originally were called Taino Indians, right? And what he's saying is that when the Spaniards came over and conquered the Taino Indians, that they raped them, which is true. And that's correct.
Keep going.
So now he's saying because they raped them, and because you are the seed of your father,
there you go.
does that now make the Tainos white people?
Yes,
that's
sir.
What he's saying.
Yes,
so
sir.
Now, let me help y'all out.
Very good.
I'm going to ask you a question, and it's going to be answering your question.
Oh, shit. Here we go with the dance.
Did they rape everybody?
No.
Okay.
He obviously got raped.
How many of them got raped?
The brother from behind you and a bunch of others.
How many of them got raped?
I would tell you this. Because now, when you ask me how many, you're asking me a question. Hold on. You asking me a question.
This is a walk. I'm going to show you.
All right. You asking me a question that I'm going to decline to answer because you don't deal with that. So, percentages. You don't deal with percentages. So, hold on. Whoa. Yes, you did. Hold on.
Not when it comes to your...
Okay, listen.
No, not when you going to tell me. Y'all,
all right.
You said I don't deal with percentages.
No, you did.
No. I asked him where does he deal with his percentages. When we was talking about percentages, y'all got to understand.
You said you don't deal with percentages when it comes to dealing with genetics. Hold on. When you said when it comes to genetics.
Seed of a child. When we talking about the seed of a child. Hold on 1 second.
You don't have the right to teach the scriptures.
Y'all should respect the people out here. We deal with this every day. Y'all need to man the fuck up. And stop interrupting them. If they want to talk, let them talk. We deal with it every day. We out here act like gentlemen or something out here. Act like y'all got some type of civilization out here.
Stick to the subject, brother.
You said that I don't deal with percentages. We was talking about this.
I didn't say it, you did.
When I said that, I'm only talking about what determines the seed of a child. We don't deal with percentages on that.
That's what we're talking about right now.
No.
We are talking about that right now. So you can't put math in now.
That wasn't talking about that. I asked you how many of them got raped.
That would be a percentage.
That's a percentage on how many of them got sexually assaulted. Not how many of them had kids and what percentage of them was Taino.
So wait a minute. Are you saying that children come from another way than sex? Are you saying that they were immaculately conceived?
This is what you're trying to imply. You're trying to imply that the Spaniards raped every single Taino woman, and now every single Taino woman that had a child.
I'm not implying that. I said no. I answered you flat out no.
As if Taino men stopped reproducing.
No.
That's what you're assuming. Just because the Spanish was coming, just because a Puerto Rican or Taino woman got raped, that don't take away from the Taino men from having children.
Okay, now let me ask you a question. Hold on.
The time the Spaniards is doing what they're doing, the Taino men ain't producing no.
So now, hold on. So now,
it's a simple yes or no.
No, it's not a simple yes or no because you haven't given me a simple yes or no yet. So now, I'm going to do what you're doing and I'm going to answer your question with a question. Why not? No. Okay, all right, that's fine. I know, you got the amplifier. Listen. No, the amplifier do. How do you determine
who came as a result
That's right.
of the rape and who came from the pure line of Taínos. Now, let me ask you this on a B question to that A question.
Make them answer that.
When you have a white man that has a child with a black woman, right? That child, according to your science, is a white child, correct? Now, he just said, according to him, that's a white child. Now, hold on, listen.
Say that again.
Listen.
So we can see how crazy these motherfuckers.
Right. So when a white man has a child with a black woman, according to these brothers right here, ISUPK. No. That's incorrect, because the Most High gave us brains to think and gave us ability to use science. So, stop.
Stay focused.
So, the white man has a child with a black woman. That's a white child, right? Now, we know that that child may have a variety of features. So now, you will have dark-skinned children that come from a white dad and a black mom. That child may be indistinguishable amongst the masses of people that are uneducated. Now, that white child that looks like he may be black goes out and has another child, right, with a black woman. That child becomes even darker. According to you, that would be a third generation white child. Am I wrong?
I didn't hear the last part. I heard everything.
Come on, you hearing well. Would you like me to use your microphone with the amplifier then? Oh, I can't. Why not? Why can't I use your system? Because I'm African? Okay. So we'll start from the top again. White man, but if you don't got something, then maybe somebody else don't, so I'll bring it from the top. White man has sex with a black woman. They produce, quote unquote, according to ISUPK, a white child. That white child may have some black features. That black child, like Bob Marley, right, then goes and has a children with another black woman. They produce another child.
Hold on, brother.
That's 3 generations of white children, right? Now, how would you distinguish?
If y'all could, just let the battle be between us.
No doubt.
If y'all want to talk, y'all can go somewhere else. Just let the battle be.
No. That's good that they stay, because they all think the shit you saying is crazy. So,
She thinks he's with him.
okay, all right. So
If you make
hold
a
on.
baby with a white man, you're telling me your baby is white?
So if you have a baby with a white man, are you saying that you have a white child?
Your child is white if you make a baby with a white man's sister?
Put that right on her. Put that right on her.
Put that on her.
Put that right on her.
Let me get this real quick.
Hold on.
Just like the brother said, you are the seed of your father. The woman does not have a sperm. A sperm is a seed. She carries an egg. You are the seed of your father.
So that's not a yes or no.
Yes, I answered it quite clear.
You have a child with a white man. It's a white child.
It is a Caucasian child.
Okay. Now, hold on. Okay.
Now we are, but I want to show you the sick shit. We got a black woman. Hold on, brother, hold on, brother. Yeah, no doubt. We dealing with you.
Okay, no sweat.
We dealing with you, brother.
Face your opponent.
I hear you, brother, but that don't work. When I teach, I make eye contact. Yeah, my brother, I hear you. You're in a position where you can actually look at the people you're talking to. I'm not really.
I'm looking at you.
I hear you. I don't mind you looking at me. But I'm going to make eye contact with the people I'm talking to. You don't represent.
It don't make no more sense.
I got you. But we telling the black community that if a white man has sex with a black woman, the child is going to come out white. What does that say about our DNA? Are you saying that we are so fucking weak genetically that if a white man has sex with a black woman, the child is going to come out white? This is what happens. This is what happens when you don't deal with science.
For a second.
When you don't deal with science. Come on, man.
What is that child?
Why do you think it's Italian? It's black.
Hold on. If a black woman sleeps with a white man, what is that? Excuse me. If a black man sleeps with a white woman, what is that child? So it's black whether it's a black woman or a black man? That don't make no damn sense. It don't make sense. It don't make sense. It don't.
Hold on. Wait. I got this. I got to have this.
Wait, hold on. So you don't think I'm running from your initial question?
No, keep going. I'm going to respond to you in time, though. Go ahead, keep going.
Do your
Okay,
thing.
so you fine.
You got enough rope, baby. Keep rapping it.
Can I ask you one question with all due respect?
Go.
How come they say Italians is black?
Because black men had sex with their women. That's why. That's why. Not because they ain't saying that they black because black women slept with white women.
Black
Hold on.
DNA.
I'm explaining
So
to
you
him.
telling me
White man tell you black DNA are supersede
that
over
does not
anything.
make no sense. You are the seed. That is science. You are the seed of your father. Why did the North Carolina? Okay, now.
Wait, why are you getting
In
distracted?
2015, that say you get more of your shit from fathers, not from mothers.
What?
Hold on, North Carolina right now.
What is that?
No, it don't matter to me. Listen, y'all need science. ISUBK, the Most High, don't need science. You the seed of your father, and that's it. Y'all fighting me on that. The white man know that you the seed of your father. Please, man.
No, listen. This is what you don't understand because you negate science. You get chromosomes from your mother and you get chromosomes from your father.
See, what you talking about is the after effect.
You get traits from your mother. I'm not talking about no traits coming from your mother. I'm not talking about no traits coming from your father. But that initial seed that gets planted into a woman, whatever the nationality of that father that planted that seed is what that is. That's why we call it a seed. It's no different than an apple seed. It's no different than an orange seed.
Now you do know nationality and genetics are two different things, right? Because you just mixed them up in your answer.
No, what I was telling you, because you trying to make it seem as if I'm negating the mother. That's what you're trying to make it seem like. And I'm not negating that you get stuff from your mother. Excuse me. All we talking about is what makes a black person, a white person, an Asian person, an African person, what makes them. That's all we talking about.
Now, correct. Hold on.
We ain't talking about their eye color. We ain't talking about their skin color, because black people come in many different shades, regardless. So we ain't talking about eye color, skin color, blonde hair. We ain't talking about none of that. We just talking about whether that brother comes out light like me, or whether that brother comes out dark like you. Whatever your father was is what you are. That's it. Regardless.
Hold on. But listen, hold on.
But you understand what I'm saying?
I hear what you're saying, but it's incorrect. Because there's a gene to determine how dark we come out with, and
that's why I said I'm not talking about how you not under. That's why I asked you if you understand, and you said I hear you, but you don't understand me
because you're incorrect. I'm not going to agree with something that's not correct.
Okay, why are you talking about skin color for?
Because you said that statement. You said dark like.
I said I'm not
light like you.
And why? And I said that. And
you said it determines whether somebody comes out light.
No, I did not. What I said, I'm gonna repeat it. Make sure you hear. Now I'm gonna use the mic because you didn't hear me without.
Let's both use yours. No, you can't. Okay.
You trying to be the first one to get my mic.
All right.
Like, he'll tell you. So now.
So we can share mine, but we can't share yours. Go ahead.
What I'm saying, so you can understand. I didn't say. I'm gonna repeat what I said again. What you talking about is the after the seed cracks the egg. That's what you talking about. I'm not talking about when a child gets in there, he can be light skinned or dark skinned based on his mother. I'm not talking about that. What I'm talking about is when that seed cracks the egg, wherever that seed came from, determine what that child is going to be. I'm not talking about, again, their skin tone. I'm not talking about their hair color. I'm not talking about their eye color. I'm not talking about none of that. I'm just talking about what cracks that. If you put an apple in the earth, it's going to come out an apple. You put a white sperm in any woman, it's going to come out a white child. That's it.
Now, hold on. Wait a minute. God damn it.
Are you saying white is dominant and black is recessive?
No, because if a black man sleeps with a white woman, that child is black.
Listen.
There's no patience on the streets.
It's the father. If you sleep with a white man, that baby's white. You slept. Hold on.
Listen. Hold on. Are you dealing with them or are you dealing with your opponent?
Let me deal.
Are you? No. I'm not. You're not focused.
He good. If you slept with an Asian, if you slept with an African, if you slept with a white.
What's wrong? You mad because I'm singling you out?
If you slept with an Asian, a white,
you tight?
Japanese and Chinese, are all those?
There you are.
Stay focused.
That's because they're your child. Now you take that white man and he sleeps with an Asian, an African, a Chinese, and a black. They are his child.
Listen.
That's not.
No. Look. Whoa. Stop. Listen. No. Listen. What you doing right here is you playing word games.
I'm not playing word.
You're mixing genetics and nationality. Stop. You're mixing genetics and nationality. Now, when you talk about nationality, you are correct in saying that the seed of the father determines nationality. We're not talking about that. We're talking about genetics. Genetically, that's a white man standing beside you, and the white man standing right here, which is why he got a problem with me getting close, because the white inside him is fucking with him right now. The white man inside him fucking with him right now. Look at that hair. Look at that hair. Look at that hair. Look at that hair. You ain't got shit. He got to answer this. Let him get the mic. Let him get the mic. Let him get the mic. Let him get the mic.
That other one, they don't have to.
Let him get the mic.
That's why he said it. He ain't say it out of no fear.
Listen.
He said because if you got too close to me, he'll stop you from getting close to me. That's why he said it. It ain't got nothing to do with no goddamn words you saying.
Yeah. Listen. You ain't saying shit. Listen. You confusing these people.
Let me say something. When you talking about genetics,
I just said to you, I'm not talking about your hair and all of that. I'm just talking about what you are.
That's nationality. That's nationality. That's nationality. That's not genetics.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
Okay, so then make sure that these people know what you're talking about.
They ain't got no problem understanding what I'm saying. You do.
No, they don't. They don't. Because
that's why we use Bob Marley. Hold on 1 second. This is why we use Bob Marley all the time.
Has anybody ever seen Bob Marley's father? That black woman was a young teenager. That old man was like 50-something years old, an old white man, and had sex with her.
And that child didn't come out white. The child came out dark skin tone.
Right.
So now what I'm
Saying is, your skin color don't make your nationality. Your father makes your nationality. It don't matter if you're super light or if you're real dark. Whatever your father is what you are.
Now, hold on. Listen.
Arabs my brother too. Because they dark-skinned people too.
Are they my brother? I'm asking, after you answer my question, I'll tell you, are Arabs my brother?
Arabs are not my brothers, because Arabs are not black people.
But they dark, they got skin tone though. They dark skin and shit. What do you mean they not?
No. But that has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. Genetically, correct.
So genetically, they got skin tone. They got skin tone, right? They get dark.
That does not mean there's a lot more than just skin tone that determines genetics. Now, you just said out of your mouth, I'ma answer you when you just said out of your mouth that you know that there are traits that comes from the mother and the father in making up a child. That contradicts your whole statement by saying that everything comes from the father's seed.
Say everything. See, thank you. I never said everything
okay.
comes from the father.
So then,
I just said your nationality comes from the. You can have I got a daughter, looks just like her mother, even though she's my seed, but she can still look like the mother. Stop lying.
Now here's the problem. That's fine. Now that goes back to our first point, because if that's what you're saying, then that means that these individuals right here are white folks by your definition.
No, they're not.
Yes, it is.
Father is a Puerto Rican. How does that make him white?
First of all, Puerto Ricans don't exist.
They do exist.
That is the name. That's.
Let me tell you why they came in with the whole. You want to know why they came in with the whole Taino Indians got wiped out? Because they didn't want to pay them reparations for raping the land. So they had to say that the Taino Indians didn't exist no more. So they couldn't.
Indians or they Puerto Ricans? So are they Taino Indians or Puerto Ricans?
Give me black Indians, please.
No.
They call Puerto Ricans today.
No.
But they were originally.
The Puerto Ricans are the mixed hybridized.
Went over to that land. They called it a rich port for all the wealth and all the rubies and gold and jewels that was over there. And after the white man raped and robbed them, and the Puerto Ricans wanted to get reparations, they said the Tainos don't exist no more. We ain't got to pay them shit. That's why they say the Tainos ain't out. That's why you keep telling me that as they raping the Taino women, the Taino men ain't producing children. That's like saying the white man raped black people too in slavery. Y'all know that, right? We got raped in slavery too. So did they rape black people out? Did they rape the black man out? No. Did they They raped the Mexicans, they raped the Native Indians. What nation didn't the white man rape? Now, the only ones that get wiped out is the ones that we call the children of Israel. Because really it's just about hating God. It's really just about hating the Bible, hating the laws. They want to talk to me about genetics. Why don't talk about me? Talk to me.
I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to talk to you.
Got a video where he shot up the Bible, right? Now, I don't have a problem with him shooting up the Bible. It didn't mean shit to me. Now, this is my premise. He shot up the Bible and brought up Tamir Rice in Cleveland. Brought up Mike Brown. Now, ask him what has he done to fix that? Fuck genetics. What have you done to actually fix black people? That's what we need.
I'll give you an answer. I'll give you an answer.
Okay, no sweat. Give me the answer.
We have a prison sponsorship program because they took out all the educational tools in prison. Only thing they leave in prisons now is a Bible and a Quran. Coincidentally, the white man loves you so much, he leaves a Bible and a Quran in prison. So we have a post-rehabilitation program, so when brothers get out of prison, they know how to accrue enough revenue streams so they don't wind up being so institutionalized they go back in. Secondly, we go state to state and set up what's called community endowment funds. This is how people pool their funds, and in turn, they set up a sovereign irrevocable private trust that they use as a treasury so they can facilitate their own hospitals or facilitate their own schools. Do you want more questions as to what we're doing?
Actually, I want y'all to give Polite a hand clap. I want y'all to give Polite a hand clap. Because he finally gave me an answer that I've been looking for. He actually doing something. He doing a prison system. He got, what you say again?
Community endowment funds.
Community endowment fund, where he doing things to help the community. Now, are you giving them their identity, a culture, a lifestyle?
Yes. 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 Yes.
No sweat. I want to hear that too.
I'm going to give you an answer. Yes, we are. Now, first of all, he asks, is the Arab your brother? As scientists, we were asked, is JP58 your brother? Which, hold on.
But I'm not talking about that now.
You asked me if I'm giving them identity, right? I'm not. Well, okay, cool. I'm not giving my people. Hold on. Real quick. No, everybody that suspect over there, he steps up and teaches for them. He don't let them stand on their own too.
Has nothing to do with
he ran and hauled ass. He hauled ass. So fine, we'll let him speak for the white boys in the community. But if you talk
for the black people in the community, period.
And the white boys. All right, cool.
Boy in my community, period.
Okay, cool. But this is what I'm saying. Now, let's ask an Israelite, how do they determine who's their brother? So long as you can say, that's right. No, why don't you listen, my brother? Why don't you listen? You need to tell me, since you know so much, how the fuck does an Israelite know if you're actually an Israelite? Oh, I get it. If you open up the Bible and say, that's right, that makes you an Israelite? In genetics, in science, you know what we do? He asks, what makes is the Arab your brother? I wouldn't have asked like he asks, is the Arab your brother? I would ask a more specific question. Is JP58 your brother? Because that's the Arab haplogroup. Is a black man like me who's an E1B1A haplogroup. I would be...
I'm telling you, the only way you get your identity is to go to the white man's doctor.
Hold on. That's not true. Hold on.
What culture, what laws are you giving?
Hold on.
For the work that you do.
Hold on.
We got to go to white man and ask the white man, is that our brother?
Hold on.
Say that one more time.
What did you just say?
I said what he's saying is that he got to go to the white man.
I ain't say that.
Where you gonna get that? What did he say?
I ain't say that.
What did he say? The E1B1? Where you getting that shit at?
Hold on.
Take a DNA.
You know what's funny? He learned how to read and write from white people in the school system. Okay, so white people in the school.
Taught me how to read. It ain't that deep. It ain't that deep.
He never went to public school?
Anybody can go.
Hold on.
You about to terminate.
Hold on. Nah, we're not doing that.
To go to the so-called white man and get our national.
Why you had to go to school to learn anything?
To be educated.
You telling me
I don't need
he only...
to go in here.
Hold on.
To get my identity.
Hold on.
The white man who's been persecuting us, raping us, robbing us, now he's going to correctly tell you who you are.
Hold on.
Google 60 Minutes, they already did a search on it and said it's false. So you go to a clinic and get 3 different answers.
Hold on. That's a lie. That's a lie. He's lying. Show me this. If I'm lying, okay. Hold on.
60 Minutes ain't lying.
Hold on. Show me any evidence of them saying the haplogroups are wrong.
No, I'm talking about your DNA.
Hold on, that's no. Show me any evidence of them proving haplogroups are wrong. Could they?
Does haplogroup make your nationality?
Good question.
There we go.
Good question. Everybody has genetic markers that make you exactly who you are. So rather than guessing, no, we're not talking about DNA tests. You see? No, it is 100%. I'm not talking about DNA tests. You see, this is the problem when people that don't fucking know science gonna argue with you. Don't fucking talk if you don't know what I'm saying, man.
And you got a man in front of me that totally relies on...
Hold on. He can say that. You can say that.
You know what?
He funny.
What's beautiful about black people...
You funny.
What's beautiful about the Bible, he said it's funny how they give you the Bible and the Quran when you go to prison.
I got a question.
If that man knew the power of the Bible, he wouldn't give it to you.
I got a question. Hold on.
We would know who he was.
All right. Let me ask you a question. Watch this.
What laws and culture is he giving them?
And you keep cutting me off. You keep cutting me off. That's that. I'm giving you an answer.
Laws and culture and haplogroup is two different things.
No, it's not. You don't understand.
Because I mentioned the Arabs.
Because you keep cutting me off.
Laws and culture. You got need nothing about E1B1.
You can't.
Tell me what law is,
brother.
When you come in front of him,
you can't decide how to tell me how to answer my question, brother.
Leviticus and give you laws.
Yo, he funny.
Show you in the Bible.
Hold on, real quick. I'm gonna show him something.
Show you in the Bible you can't.
Hold on.
Show me the law.
Okay, cool. Hold on, I got you. Watch this.
Let me tell you something. What Polite is doing for the prison system, that's great. It's Christians that do the same damn thing.
No, they don't. No, they don't. They don't do what I do.
That got schools, got community fairs, got everything, but they ain't giving them laws, culture to make them.
I got you.
Laws and culture are you giving them?
You gotta allow me to talk, brother.
But just answer my direct question.
You can't tell me how to answer my question.
I'm not gonna let you answer.
That's crazy as hell. I am answering your question.
To the Arabs.
You're cutting me off because you don't understand what I'm saying before I finish.
Now, I'm going to give them 5 minutes, y'all.
Thank you.
Now, at the end of it, give me the laws and cultures that you're giving them. I'm going to give you 5 minutes. Mike's down.
I appreciate that. First of all, hold on. Could y'all stop real quick? My brother, could you stop real quick? If I was to ask any of y'all, how tall are you? And you use a ruler, should people yell at me and say I'm using the white man's science because we got to find out who's 5'5" or who's 6'11"? Hell no. So what y'all don't know about DNA, there's a specific measure to your blood that specifies who exactly you are. I'm not talking about a DNA test. I'm talking about genetic markers that identify who you are specifically. All right? So that is no more than a white man's science than checking out how tall or short you are. That's number one. When he says, what kind of laws? I am answering the question, but this shit is over motherfuckers' head. You see, this is the problem. This is the problem with uneducated blacks. They're gonna argue with you, but if I was to ask, if I was to ask any of these fucking uneducated blacks what's a haplogroup, they wouldn't say shit, but it's the white man's science. That's how fucking stupid we become. Get on your fucking knowledge. Don't argue. Don't argue with people unless you understand what they're saying. Otherwise, let them finish talking, and then you can definitively conclude if what I'm saying is right or wrong. That's what I'm saying as black people, man. If you want to ask, are we giving people our nationality? A question he asked earlier, I was trying to answer it. He cut me off. We don't give people their nationality. Look at this guy. He has no discipline, man. That's the white man in your blood, my brother. Where's the fucking discipline, man? Come on, I don't disrespect black people, man.
In Israelite school of UPK, we don't get distracted by hecklers.
Yeah. He's not a heckler. He's ignorant. He's not a heckler. I'm not going to ask him nothing.
Culture that you get in Israelite school of UPK, we don't get distracted by hecklers. You want to learn discipline? Come get you.
I'm not asking him nothing.
You got to be on this side, though.
All right, 2 minutes left.
Ain't no white people.
2 minutes left. Go ahead. 2 minutes left. So when he asks about nationality, if we're giving people our nationality, no, we're not giving people their nationality. We're helping people identify the proper way to go about nationality, because you cannot join a religious group and then they do one of the laying of the hands. We cannot join an organization that opens up a holy book and then can determine who and what you are with no data. When you join the Israelites, do you get a cotton swab? When you join the Israelites, do they measure your DNA? No, they don't. When you join the Israelites, so long as you believe what they believe, they say you're one of these 12 tribes. And that's the bullshit. Until later on, they find out who your father is or not. When you join New Covenant, we have our own laws. We follow the Declaration of Innocence. The 42 laws, we follow the Declaration of Innocence. We follow the Declaration of Innocence, the 42 laws of Ma'at. We also follow our Parat and Haru. We follow our Book of Gates. We follow our Book of Amduat. We follow the revolutions of Ray. We follow the doctrine of Adpep as it relates to his interfacing with Ray. We follow all these different texts. We follow the Theban recension. Okay? These are the scriptures that we walk with, but not blindly through scientific means and measures. And if you ever hear myself or my brother break down any of those texts, we still can use contemporary science to corroborate the testimony of our ancestors. We don't separate science from our spirituality. Our spirituality is science.
Okay, no sweat. So y'all heard his response.
No, they ain't hear it.
It's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
Don't do that.
It's all good.
So now, I'm going to repeat some of it. You tell me if I'm wrong.
No problem, brother.
So now, what you basically was saying is that you don't give nationality, right? You don't give nationality, right? You don't give nationality.
Nobody can give you a nationality on the street.
So you don't give nationality, and the reason why you do the haplo test, if I say the wording wrong,
it's not a haplo test.
No, so that's what I said. If I say the wording wrong, forget. If you give a blood test, whatever you want to call it, you give a blood test.
Hematology.
Comes up with the E1B1. You also got E1B1A, because one side is East Africa, one side is West Africa, correct?
What are you talking about?
Right, you agree with that, right?
Got East and West Africa.
Right. But
there is a West and East Africa, but why are you talking about that?
What I'm asking you is there E1B1A? Is there another one that goes with Africans also?
There's only one E1B1A haplogroup. And then there's
no other group. I'm just asking.
Okay.
Just remember this is chess. Just remember that.
Okay, it's definitely chess.
No, I don't need you. Just being polite. Listen, this is chess. This is chess. So now, when you say that, right? After you get that, and it determines that you fit that group, then what you do is you follow the culture. I'm assuming everything that you named as far as the 42, the Kemet, and papyruses and so forth like that, you follow a Kemetic culture, is what you're saying.
Yes, I confide in Kemetic science.
Okay, so you confide in Kemetic science. Now, but would you be Cometian? Like, would you be someone from that people? Like, would you be that people is what I'm asking.
Genetically, I'm of the Igbo tribe.
I'm not talking about, okay, so you genetically of the Igbo tribe.
That's not Hebrew. Y'all guys are fucking crazy. Y'all gotta stop spreading that bullshit to black people.
Polite.
The word Igbo does not mean Hebrew. Stop that crazy shit.
Do you know what discipline is, Polite?
It's fucking crazy.
Y'all talk about adjustment, bro. I'm gonna adjust him.
Yeah, you should do that. Educate the people right, so I ain't gotta do it.
You should know how to deal with hecklers.
He's not a heckler. He's just throwing out misinformation. I know what heckler means. He's not heckling. He's just misinforming people.
You from the Igbo tribe, right? That's the tribe that you're from. Now, is that a Cometian?
That is.
And when I'm saying Cometian, for the people to understand, because they may not know, I know what Kemet is. Can I say Egypt? Because it's the same thing.
I gotta correct you first.
No sweat.
The bulk of people that are E1B1A would be identified today as part of the Igbo tribe, but you don't have to be part of the Igbo tribe to have that haplogroup, because the Igbo tribe is a spiritual practice. Hold on. I'm talking to you. No, you said something, and I'm letting you know there's a distinction between a haplogroup and a group of people that have a haplogroup that practice a spirituality.
No sweat. I'm fine with that.
Tell me, okay, are you telling
people? I'm talking about during that time.
I'm listening.
You telling me that all of them people back then considered themselves the same exact people?
No.
Why?
Everybody's not the same. What the hell are you talking about?
So why are you trying to equate me to something that you can't tell me I'm those people?
I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about.
You give them Kemetic science.
Yes.
Now,
it's science.
That's no different than the white man giving me Christianity.
No.
He believes.
So hold on.
You believe in Kemetic science.
Is mathematics a religion? Hold on, real quick.
What you believe.
Hold on, brother. Hold on. I don't understand something.
Okay, no sweat.
I want to ask you. If I was to teach you mathematics, Are you telling me you're going to reject mathematics based on the religion of the people?
My initial question was,
Here we go.
culture
Here we go.
and laws do you give?
I gave you an answer.
And he said the 42 laws, which is the 42 confessions, I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. We talking about law. We ain't talking about math. Why are you talking about math?
Because math determines laws. Hold on.
Determine law.
Okay, I give you one. I give you one. I give you one. I give you one.
Let me give you.
I give you one.
I give you math.
I give you math.
More than 2 men, you a whore. That's math.
All right, cool. Now hold on. Now let me give you math. Okay, cool. All right, cool. Now let me give you math. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Now I'm gonna give you math. According to the law of thermodynamics and the set form of conservation, energy can neither be changed or destroyed. That's it. Hold on, because you said mathematics is not law.
It's not.
Mathematics is law.
No, it's not.
E equals MC squared. Energy equals mass times the speed of light squared.
I understand context.
You keep cutting me off.
I'm talking about what we was first talking about.
Hold on.
Pick this brother up.
Hold on. I'm a bit.
I'm part of them for his prison.
Look. Hey, yo, catch his face. Catch his face. Yo, look, when you get black people science, they be like this.
Black people. And he
look at him. Catch his face.
E equals MC squared. Give me the law.
Now you see? Hold on. The reason why. See, hold on. I'm going to give him one more. I'm going to show him what these laws do.
Let me tell you something. That's black people today. We so destroyed for a lack of knowledge. He's telling me E
He cut me off, too.
squared. I'm not talking about E equals MC squared. When I'm talking about laws and culture, he just said he getting brothers out the prison system. So you're going to teach them E equals MC
Hold on. All right, cool. Now let me finish.
Stop dealing drugs.
All right, cool. Now.
Polite have never gotten a brother out of a prison system, y'all. Polite have never dealt with brothers in prison, man. He's dealing with them now, but ISUPK deals with them in real life. They got troops and soldiers that go over there and visit and teach. So Polite is a fucking liar. He ain't dealing with nobody in prison. It's a damn lie.
Now let me
fix homelessness with E equals.
Yes, I am. Now can you let me finish? Now can you let me talk?
Coming out of jail.
You see?
He's not trying to hit no E equals MC squared.
Oh, he's not? If I'm teaching, all right, can I finish? Now, when I said E equals MC, he's
They can see you on.
I hear you, my brother. I like to engage my audience.
People to a camera.
I like to it seems like I'm talking to a camera until it gets posted on YouTube and I'm talking to the people.
See you whether you face me.
Why you want me to look at you so badly, man?
Face my opponent.
And I don't like looking at men that's talking ignorant, man. I just want to talk to people, man. You're right. You're absolutely right. He's right. I should have walked away a long time ago. All right, cool. I got you, brother. He said mathematics don't have no laws. So I went on to answer according to
mathematics is not law.
Good. Okay, good.
When I'm talking about law, I'm talking about thou shalt not kill. That ain't got nothing to do with math.
I got you, brother.
So just understand context.
All right, I got you.
Speak according to what I'm saying.
I got you.
Because you're misleading that camera that you're talking to.
I got you. I understand. When we dealing with
talk back to the camera.
All right, cool. Okay, cool. When we dealing with comedic science, you'll wind up finding out a lot of what contemporary science is teaching today has already been taught by our ancestors. That's one. Now, I gave him 2 laws because he said math is not law. But in mathematics, we learn, according to the law of thermodynamics and the set form of conservation, energy cannot be changed or destroyed. Now, let's go back. Can I? Now, I'm going to give it. Can you wait, brother. Now, I'm going to tell you why this is important mathematically. The reason why this is important mathematically, because if you understand the law of thermodynamics and the set form of conservation, no one can teach you about a spooky ass heaven where 200 million people gonna come out the clouds and bang on Christ, because we know we don't die. Mathematically, we know we don't die according to the law of thermodynamics. Mathematically, that is law. So anybody that comes on the street and tries to teach you about a heaven or teach you about a hell is mathematically wrong. And you know he's a fraud once he starts teaching you about heaven and hell. Now, if you go to...
Say what you just said.
This is what he does when he about to get roast.
This is my brother, but everybody real quick.
This is what happens when you about to get roast.
This is where I'm in agreement with their position, and I'll tell you why.
So I'm going to get cut off so we can hear someone that agrees with him.
And that's real.
But E1, B1, that's how just destroyed that we are. That's how you know that we are the people of this
clown, man.
We don't run to this book because it's a false book. It's the only book that can describe us. That's why when he tell me to follow the 42 laws,
hold on.
and he telling me that they're mad, he ain't no different than the white man. The white man trying to give me his culture. He's trying to give me his culture, his version of Christianity. What Polite is trying to do is give me his version. Give me his culture. Give me the Commission side. Now, but you can't tell me that the culture that you want me to follow is mine. You can only tell me
I want to
that
just
we
finish my
share the
point
same
here today.
E1,
I just want to
That's
finish
all
my
you
last
can tell
point and
me.
I'll let him go to
You're not telling me
Mike.
my culture.
He
You're not
cut
telling
me
my
off, man.
identity. You're not doing neither.
I got you.
So you got to do better than that.
Can I finish the last law, my brother?
Go ahead. Well, you ain't facing me, so I don't think you're talking to me.
Are you happy, my brother?
No, I just want to face my opponent.
Okay, are you good, my brother? Are you good? Now, I'll repeat the last thing I said. The first mathematical law that I gave teaches you enough to know that no one has to come to you and give you an idea about what heaven is or what happens to you in the afterlife, because mathematically, according to the law of thermodynamics and the set form of conservation, we learned that energy doesn't get destroyed. So therefore, you don't need a religion to distinguish what happens to you in the afterlife or if you die. Now, secondly, when I talked about E equals mc squared, which is energy equals mass times the speed of light, 2 times. Energy equals mass times light squared. Why is that important? Because that's another mathematical law. Well, you tell us that God created the sun, moon, and the stars. But mathematically, we understand because of the E equals mc squared, you want to call the white man science, I want to call our Kemetic science or our ancestor science. We understand that we're looking into the past when we look into the sky. We understand that what you're calling stars are things that already exploded and it's taken the light some time to travel. We understand when your Bible says that God sees the sun rising and setting, we understand that the nigga that wrote that bullshit was on planet Earth. Because outside the planet Earth, the sun doesn't rise and the sun doesn't set. So the reason why we fuck with mathematics, my brother, is because anyone can sell you on some fucking belief. But you can't try and prove their belief until you fucking die.
I let the brother, hold on 1 second. The brother gave 2 laws. The brother gave 2 laws. The first law he gave was, it's important to show the people that light or energy never stops existing. So you're not going to die and go to no place called heaven. You're not going to go to no place called hell. Then the second thing he did was he said E equals mc squared, E equals energy, M equals mass squared. And he said, so that tells you, no sweat. So that tells you when you look at the sun up there, when you look at the stars, you know that they've been there. And so when it's in the Bible, when it say the sun rises and the sun sets, then you know that that can't be true. What the fuck does that have to do with what we talking about?
All right, hold on.
No, I get the answer. I just repeated what he said. I'm going to respond I'm going to respond. I just repeated so that the crowd can hear. So now I asked for laws that will fix us. Not you, knowing that you don't die and go to heaven and hell.
Tazarach.
Hold on. No sweat. The laws, let me tell you something. Not knowing that when you die, you don't go to heaven or hell, is not going to fix us. It's not. 1 second. No, I didn't interrupt you while you was talking. I purposely stayed quiet. No sweat. Knowing that, no, when you spoke just now, when you faced me, I was quiet. I listened to you. So now, knowing that that if you die, you go to heaven and hell is not going to fix us. Because black people don't care about that. Black people live, what's the new phrase? YOLO? You only live once? So they living it up now. Because they think, so now, first of all, the Bible don't teach that when you die you go to heaven or hell. The Bible does not teach that. You know who teaches that? The Christian church teaches that. The Muslim mosques teach that. The Bible don't teach that, which is what makes the Bible the greatest thing on the face of the planet. Now the second thing, he talk about the sun and the moon being far away and all that, they ain't got nothing to do with law either. Now, let me give you just 2 laws that Christ gave. Just 2. Because he gave 2 laws. So I'll give 2 laws. Everybody fine with that? No sweat. Read it for me, y'all. Matthew 22. Verse 36, Master, which is the greatest commandment in the law? This is what a man asked Christ. What is the greatest law on the face of the planet. And this is what we come out and give to black people every time we come out here, whether we counsel it or not. And I'm going to read 2 of them to y'all. Read. 37. Jesus said unto him, thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind. Now read the next verse. 38. This is the first and great commandment. So the most greatest commandment is the same man that created the sun, the moon, the stars, the earth. We only supposed to worship him. You know who we worship? Now I got to teach a little bit. We worship this image on this sign. That's who most black people worship. Like Kemet is like, if you had to put percentages, since they like percentage, Kemet worship would probably be about 10%. Islam would probably get...
Let me ask you a question.
Islam would get the... I'm talking. Islam would get the 40 and Christianity would get the 50. Kemet worship is really not that high on the scale. But because we go into all these different religions, we worship in tons of different gods. If you go into Christianity, you worship in a ton of gods. Halloween God, Christmas God, Easter God. You worship in all of it. You think you dying and going to heaven. Think you dying and going to hell. All of that following Christianity. Same thing with Islam. Same thing with Kemet. They just found 1 million mummified dogs in Anubis temple because they believe too that the dog would help Anubis smell you better, because they believe, nigga, we got the report. So anyway, so now if we would not be destroyed if we only serve the Most High. If we only serve the Creator, we wouldn't be on the bottom.
All right, let me ask you a question.
You know what's funny?
Now, hold on.
What's funny?
Where did the law...
Read the next verse.
What's funny is we can get... They can read information from the white man and it's true. But when we quote something that's not true.
Second commandment. Remember, I asked for law.
They quoting white people about our ancestors when we're right here.
That will build us up as a nation. And he gave me He gave me heaven and hell. And he gave me the sun being this far apart, the stars and all that. Now, this is what the Bible says. This is the second commandment. Read.
How come you quoting nothing but white people?
Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. Say it again. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. The most important commandment outside of having one God, the Most High, is to love our brother as we love ourselves. That's what would fix black people. That brother that's in the prison system is more than likely in the prison system because he harmed his brother. Now imagine if he taught not to do that. And let me tell you something, just like he got brothers in the prison system that he helping, we do it too. That's why I applauded them. The only difference is when they come out, our goal is to teach them not to harm their brother. We ain't teaching them about believing in no heaven and hell. We ain't teaching them about...
All right.
Don't harm your brother.
Where did those laws come from in that book? Where did the laws in that book come from?
From the Most High.
From the Most High?
The Most High gave them to Adam first, and then Moses wrote down the judgments of the law when we came out of Egypt.
Okay, so where was Moses educated in order to be able to create those laws?
18th chapter. That's an excellent question. That's an excellent question. Let me tell you something. I like this part. Because see, the whole time I ain't really got to teach about the Bible. I got to teach about some science bullshit. You know what I mean? Now I get to talk about the Bible because he want to ask me, where did Moses get educated? If anybody know the story of Moses, you know that Moses was floated down a river and he grew up in Pharaoh's house, was treated as Pharaoh's child. So he would grow up learning the ways of Pharaoh. Now here's my question. Did Moses know he was an Israelite too? That's my question to you.
Yes, he did. No, he did not.
He did not know. Y'all sure? Y'all sure about that? Who raised Moses? So how did he not know he was an Israelite? That's a lie.
Wait a minute. Are you getting away? Hold on. Whoa.
These guys don't exist, man.
Why are you moving away from the question I asked you? You are running from the question. You're running. You're deflecting. Where was Moses educated?
Now, did I not, hold on one second, did I not answer that question? I'm just having them get another, all I'm doing is having them get another.
Where did Moses get educated?
Where?
He would learn the ways of Egypt. I just said he would learn, he grew up in Pharaoh's house. So he would learn the ways of Pharaoh. He would get that education. He would, from Pharaoh or from Egypt. That's correct. He would get that.
Okay, so, hold on. Where was Jesus educated?
In Israel.
Jesus was educated in Israel, or was Jesus educated for 10 years in Egypt?
Where does it say he was educated for 10 years in Egypt?
Ah. So now let me ask you a question. No.
I asked the question.
Wait.
I said no, he wasn't. And I said where he was educated for 10 years in Egypt.
And I'm going to stop you right there. And I'm going to bring you back around. Because the problem with this argument is what you keep trying to do, the same thing you did when he said math is law, is you keep trying to turn everything through a biblical filter.
No, I'm not.
You are. So you
have to come from the Bible. I asked him what laws do he give them when they come out? What culture do he give them?
And you said math is not law based on the Bible.
No, not based on the Bible. Based on what will fix us every day. You ain't 1 + 1 ain't our problem. The drug dealer.
Hold on. When you say 1 + 1, stop. When you say 1 + 1 is not a problem, how could hold on? How could that not be the problem when black folks spend 90% of the money in the economy every goddamn day and we don't own shit? You know what that is? 1 + 1 = 2. We're having a problem with that.
No, it's not. What that is black people hate black people. And black people would rather support white-owned businesses before they... Let me say something. sa.neter, me and sa.neter was talking about this earlier when we was... Hold on.
Now wait. Hold on. Wait. When did ISUPK... Wait. Hold on. When did ISUPK start? When did ISUPK start? Hold on. When did ISUPK start?
You made a biblical times. You made a statement that you said Christ was caught. You said Christ was...
Hold on. Stop running. Stop. No. You're not going to get off. You just said... Listen. You just said...
For 10 years.
And he was.
Show me where.
I'm going to walk you there. I'm going to walk you there. You just said the problem is that black folks hate black folks.
Christ being taught for 10 years. Chapter and verse.
Listen, I'm not going to show you in this book because my world don't revolve in this book.
Then why are you going to make a statement like that? Where is it at that Christ was taught in Egypt for 10 years? Because if it ain't
Brother,
in this book, it's bullshit. So where is it at?
If it's not in this book, it's bullshit. If it's not in this book, it's bullshit. We live outside this book.
Where is it at?
I'm going to show you when you're quiet. I'm going to show you. Now, you said the problem...
No. Show me where Christ was taught for 10 years. That's your statement.
Listen.
Now prove your statement.
Listen. If you're not going to allow me to talk because you're scared of what I'm getting ready to say.
Black and white.
No, I am asking about black and white. This conversation started with black and white. So you're not going to get to redirect this conversation to the Bible when you think it's convenient for you.
You said Christ was taught in Egypt for 10 years.
Correct.
Show me where it's at.
Correct. And
we can move on. So
no, I'm going to do it on my time. And
I asked the question.
So that I could get you on record. As I'm building my point, so I can show you how foolish you sound.
I don't sound foolish.
All right, so stop cutting me off.
You're not answering.
If the problem is that we can't spend our money with black folks because black folks hate each other, then the problem then becomes the fact that blacks can't differentiate themselves from the Europeans. Now, when you go back and you say 50 years ago, these businesses was black. What happened between then and now? You niggas popped up teaching that the white man, which is the devil, is the brother of the black man, this nigga here, and that we are more closely related to white folks than Africans. No. That's not a lie.
50 years ago would be what? Would be Martin Luther King. And his I Have a Dream speech. That's 50 years.
And then you niggas popped up. And then you niggas popped up.
It's why black people hate each other. Because
No. Martin Luther King teaches the same shit you teach. Martin Luther King teach that we are with the white folks. What do you mean what's 50 years ago? Martin Luther King teaches the same lesson you do, as that we should join white folks. The same shit you teach. You got white folks in your organization right now.
It was 1965. 1965.
And when you niggas started? And when did you start? ISUPK.
2015.
When did ISUPK start? Yeah. When did ISUPK start? Right there. Okay. All right, so that's when you niggas came on the scene.
No, hold on.
Yeah.
Let's do history now.
Let's do history.
The civil rights movement, before the civil rights movement, you had cities like Black Wall Street and stuff like that where black folks stuck together.
Brother, your leader started the African movement.
Stop. You brought up that we destroyed this city. My response was
your ideology.
Civil rights.
Your ideology.
1 second. Civil rights destroyed this city. Joining the so-called white man destroyed this city.
That's what you do. That's what you promote. That's what you're about. Yes. Yes. No. They're right here in your group. These are white folks in your group.
The saddest part?
No.
The saddest part? That brother's Dominican, just like sa.neter.
No.
So I guess he ain't.
No.
Sa.neter's not Dominican, not black like me. He's Dominican, just like he is. So you telling me his nephew, his grandson, is not my people either?
See, what you doing? No.
Civil rights. If anybody knows.
Listen, what you trying to do is play a game like you don't know the difference between nationality and genetics.
Civil rights movement. That destroyed this place. Because black people started hating black people. Ain't got nothing to do with 1 + 1. That's why in 2015, we so quick to suck the white man's ride instead of being a brother to our brothers. That's why the scriptures say, love thy neighbor.
The white man is right here. Listen, the white man is right here. Look, and he's the only nigga wearing a white jersey. Wait a minute. He got a white jersey on in your camp. Wait, why is he the only one with a white jersey on?
That's his answer.
Why is he the only one with a white jersey on?
That's what you do when you get your ass whooped.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Now you want to talk about his jersey. Give a fuck about his jersey.
No, it's not.
Holes in your pants. Not putting the holes out. You got a right.
Wait. Yeah. No.
What does that have to do with what?
Hold on.
You know that ain't shit.
Nigga, you got your grandmother's couch on. You got your grandmother's couch on with this white nigga's doorknob on.
The only solution that will ever
fix black my nigga, you have a doorknob on. You have a doorknob on and a couch on. No.
You know 1 + 1 gonna fix black
Listen, economics.
Why can we let him How we get this crack out the neighborhood?
The first thing you gotta do is get the cracker out of your body. The first thing you gotta do is get the cracker out of your body. The first thing you gotta do is get the cracker out of your body.
If a brother loved his brother,
that's incorrect. That's incorrect. That's incorrect.
Weed wouldn't get in your body if a brother loved his brother.
That's incorrect.
If the black woman loved her son.
No. You niggas get.
You understand?
You niggas get drunk.
She wouldn't put child support on her.
Listen, if the black man loved his brother, he wouldn't denounce Africans.
If the black man loved his woman, he wouldn't beat on her either.
Listen.
He wouldn't leave her and run out on her after
Listen.
And deal with her. Now, you ain't gonna get that nowhere else.
Hey, wait a minute.
Brotherhood is the only thing that will fix black people.
Really?
No, but brother, what he's saying is this is like our gate. You know what I'm saying? So he just don't want you to walk in.
Hold on.
He's doing his job.
Hold on.
That's all. So let me
now listen.
The whole time they've been out here, they ain't gave not one real law. Heaven and hell, and the sun and the stars exploding in the goddamn.
Hold on.
Because we know with the sun and the stars exploding in the sky, because the Bible say the sun go down or whatever, that's the law they gonna give niggas when they
Let me get that real quick.
Come on, man.
Hold on. I ain't say that, brother. I ain't say that.
Save your boy.
Okay.
Save your boy.
All right.
Don't talk to the.
All right. Now look.
Talk to your buddy. Talk to me.
Listen to me.
You gonna talk to him? Or you gonna talk to me?
I'm talking to you. I'm talking to everybody out here. I know, y'all. This is what I'm saying though. If those 2 mathematical laws that I gave, I got you, brother. Those 2 mathematical laws that I gave you, no one
You got Hebrew tattoo?
no one would be able.
Star David. That's a Hebrew tattoo.
Nope.
Is that? Hold on.
Don't worry about it. He on the side. Yo.
Tattoos is against the law.
Those things.
Jesus had a tattoo on.
Don't start that bullshit, man. Don't start that. Hold on, son. The 2 laws that I gave would have stopped us from getting into this Bible if y'all knew those laws. Because
Because the Bible don't say you die and go to hell.
I didn't say that. I'm not saying that, brother. Why don't you let me talk? And I'll tell you what I said.
Say it again. And make sure you tell the truth.
No problem. When I was breaking down, come on, brother.
You know it. Keep it 100.
When I was breaking down,
I had these niggas on the couch.
hold on, brother, please.
They ain't talking now.
Okay.
I'm the only one talking.
All right, hold on, my brother. When I said,
He need the help.
And you ain't gonna have a
hold
loud
on real
mic
quick.
He need the help. That's why you're gonna
Don't
be
fall
here.
for it so I can just get my point
You're not
off.
gonna have a loud mic either.
And let me
Yo.
tell you something. They both in new covenant. They can't stop talking. Ain't nobody else back here spoke but me. Because we have discipline and order.
You
want discipline and order, you come to UPK.
I hear you. But you keep
branch off of the new Robians because he left Malachi.
But you keep cutting me off. You keep cutting me off.
Can't be quiet. Ain't no discipline over there. Me cutting you off, making him talk.
I'm good.
He been
I'm good.
cutting me off the whole time. Ain't no one.
Come on, man.
You spoke. You ain't say nothing. Because they ain't gonna say nothing.
Yeah.
Discipline.
The problem is you're cutting me off every time I talk, and part of discipline is not to lie in front of people, because you're talking about me talking about the sun and the stars are exploding and all this other stuff.
Say it again what you said.
When I broke down E equals MC squared, energy equals mass times the speed of light squared. When I was talking about that, that was in regards to when we read your scriptures, we would be able to tell all the lies that are in your scriptures that your God is taking credit for, because we'll understand. Go ahead, discipline. Go ahead, because I know you're doing that because you know the smackdown is coming, my nigga. Come on, man. You know the smackdown's coming. And when I broke down the law of thermodynamics and the set form of conservation, that teaches us that we exist. That teaches us that we exist perpetually. Meaning, these guys are out here teaching that 2 million or 200,000 people are going to come out the sky with Jesus Christ to save you. How the fuck in 2015 are we still waiting for the clouds to crack the sky so 200,000 gangsters in the name of Christ are going to come save y'all? And y'all got the fucking nerve to shit on science. But where did they get that from? That shit is called belief. And a person could believe and still be 100% wrong.
They don't believe no men gonna come from.
That's what they teach. It's how much people coming out the sky? How much people coming out the sky?
So he could say.
How much people coming out the sky?
So he could repeat what he said about the stars.
How much people? No, I told you that if you're dealing with the laws, hold on, if you're dealing with the laws of mathematics, you wouldn't be relying on those spooky ass creatures coming out the sky. Now I'm asking you, brother, but you can hide if you want. You can hide if you want. How much people are coming out the sky to bang with Jesus Christ?
200 million.
200 million people are going to come out the sky and save black people. Now, if y'all want to wait, hold on. Stop, please stop. If y'all want to wait for 200 million people to save you instead of getting an organization to save yourselves, good luck.
So now, y'all clap it up for him again. Hold on one second.
Good luck. Yo, you gonna let somebody tell you anything? 200 million?
Clap it up for him again, man. He just said if y'all gonna wait for 200 million people to save you, we don't call them people, we call them angels.
Yeah, 200 million angels.
It's different from people. Different body, different makeup and everything.
Now, how the hell?
Y'all want to do something actively now to save yourself. That's what you said, right?
Yes, sir.
So now, do we sit in the house, y'all? Because when you're waiting for someone to save you, you're really just sitting in the house. I could be in the house watching playing PlayStation.
Hold on.
Watching a movie.
So
something like that. That's somewhere sitting.
So God is not sending someone to save us?
If I was waiting for my brother to come and save me, I would be in the house.
You're not waiting for Jesus?
I'm out here. Why am I out here?
You're not waiting for Jesus?
Let me tell you something.
Are you waiting for Jesus or not? He just said he's not waiting for Christ.
Say that it's high time for us to come out of sleep. Meaning, yes, the prophecy says that 200 million black angels is going to come and destroy this place. But that don't mean we sitting on our legs waiting for it to happen.
Yeah.
That don't mean we sitting out here while our people getting killed and murdered and robbed. And
why not? Why not?
He said,
why not?
He said,
it's 200 million angels.
Wait for the angels.
Yo. If I
can join our organization
and
do something about it.
Yo, if
UPK been doing something about it since 1969.
Yo, if I thought
born in 69.
If I thought
before you was born, was you born in 69?
Nope.
After. You was born after, right?
80s baby. Come on, stop that.
So now you born in the 80s. That means we've been putting in work before you was born. So what are we sitting and waiting on?
200 million niggas.
All you talking about is the prophecy that's going to happen.
Hold on. That's some bullshit. Hold on.
You want that because they get
Hold on. Nah, that's crazy.
Why is that so hard to believe?
I'll tell you why.
1 second.
I'll tell you why. How you gonna?
That's so hard to believe when the slave trade is also in that Bible.
There you go. Give him back the mic. There you go.
Huh? Get the mic, man.
Why you scared? Get that mic.
they do that, 1 second.
Cause he's getting his ass cut.
Hold on, before you do that.
Yo, he is getting cut.
1 second.
Yo, give him.
Matter of fact,
Stop fighting his fights for him.
to show y'all that it ain't really that big a deal, after I do this breakdown,
Yeah. There we go. We gonna tear his ass up.
I'll tell you what they brought up, and this is what they try to bring up. They try to bring up Moses. And because Moses was brought up in Egypt,
yes, sir,
they try to make it seem as if he got his laws from Egypt. Now, he just admitted that there's only 42. That there's only 42 confessions or truths or whatever it is that he called it.
42 laws.
In
There you
Israel,
go.
we got over 600 laws, which shows you we could not have gotten 42 to 600. So now, let's see what Moses said when he came out of Egypt. Read Leviticus.
Why are we reading this though? All right, go.
1801.
We want the white boy. We're gonna tear that ass. We need this. Hold on.
Now they also
real quick. Hold on. Stick to the garments. Hold on, real quick.
This nigga wearing doorbells and couches and shit. Hold on.
Did not know he was an Israelite.
Yo,
that's what they said too.
You wearing doorbells and couches talking about uniforms. The fuck is going on here?
Yo,
they said that Moses did not know he was an Israelite. That's what he said.
Keep going.
I asked him, and I wanted to make sure. I said, so his sister.
He jumping all over the place. Don't fall for it.
He lied. That she didn't tell him he was an Israelite.
Man, ain't nobody care about that, bro.
Why did y'all bring Moses up, which he did?
That's not the reason he brought up Moses.
That is the reason.
That's the reason. That's not the reason.
You try to say he got his law from Egypt.
He got his education from Egypt.
He got
and so did
everything not
Jesus.
to do. That's like we in America today, right? So now, if you
where did Joseph and Mary go to?
With your people,
where did Joseph and Mary flee to hide?
He's not going to answer the question, man.
Not to do everything like America.
He's just going to go more Bible bullshit. Let's get that white boy. Don't answer it. Don't get the white boys out, man.
Unlike y'all that get distracted, I pay attention.
No, you jumping all over the place, man.
The verse, let me read that, please. Exodus 2.
That's what I'm telling them. Yeah.
Get the best in those days.
Yeah, cut it off again. There you go. Let Daddy give you the
Get that powerful priest the hand.
There you go.
Hold up.
Let Daddy get that
Let's don't be disrespectful. I'm not his father at all.
You're not his father? All right, my bad. I'm sorry. It looked like you were son of him, that's why.
Just remember, you want to call him my spiritual father, that's fine.
No problem.
Your spiritual father's a child father, that's fine.
No problem.
Your spiritual father's a child molester.
That's right.
Remember that. Remember that. You understand that?
Okay, go ahead.
Take that one right there. That's what you got to bring. So who raised you? That's what you got to understand.
Who raised you?
He's under the jail right now. Did he not get convicted? Come on now.
Light couldn't take it at that time. He kept asking for Captain Tazarach. Tazarach came out and hit him with a dagger, and Polite lost his fucking mind, and he couldn't take it. All that tough skin that he said he didn't have it. So Captain Tazarach came out with a dagger and daggered the heart of Polite. All that shit Polite know, he forgot. You know why? Because Captain Tazarach killed him with truth. See? Truth stands out clear and knocks out his brain. That's what truth do to you, bro. That shit was crazy. You've been begging for Captain Tazarach to step up. And soon as he stepped up, within a goddamn fraction of a minute, half a second, he killed Polite. Polite lost his fucking mind. Couldn't take it. Let's go.
My bad. I'm sorry. It looked like you were son of him, that's why.
Just remember, you want to call him my spiritual father, that's fine.
No problem.
Your spiritual father's a child father, that's fine.
No problem.
Your spiritual father's a child molester.
That's right.
Remember that. Remember that. You understand that?
Okay, go ahead.
Take that one right there. That's what you got to bring. So who raised you? That's what you got to understand.
Who raised you?
He's under the jail right now. Did he not get convicted? Come on now. Let's keep it real. So now you're talking about what? You're talking about biology. Is he my biological father? I don't think so. So why do you want to be simple? Once I get you there. So now once I pull that out on you, now you want to get in your feelings. Because you're emotional. That's the problem. You want to be emotional. But he's supposed to lead black people? A man who gets this emotional when it is a proven fact.
God damn, man. God damn. Yo, Captain Tazarach killed Polite. He killing him. Look how calm, cool, and collected he is. And Polite done lost his fucking wig. When you look back at this shit, Polite done lost his fucking mind, bro. He lost everything. All that good shit you've been saying. And now Captain Tazarach gets the mic and you lose control. You fucking lose control, bro. Damn. Captain Tazarach teach good. He taught the hell out of Captain Tazarach. He taught the hell out of him.
You understand that?
Okay, go ahead.
Take that one right there. That's what you gotta grab. So who raised you? That's what you gotta understand.
Who raised me?
He's under the jail right now. Did he not get convicted? Come on now. Let's keep it real. So now you're talking about what? You're talking about biology. Is he my biological father? I don't think so. So why do you want to be simple? Once I get you there. So now once I pull that out on you, now you want to get in your feelings. Because you're emotional. That's the problem. You want to be emotional. But he's supposed to lead black people. A man who gets this emotional. When it is a proven fact that his father is a molester.
He's doing all that.
You don't know that? You've been molested since what, the 70s, 80s? Since the 60s?
My father's a molester?
Lord have mercy. That's what you got to understand there. That's what you got to understand.
Say it again.
Polite sound fucking stupid when you look at this again. Now he's telling Captain Tazarach to throw your hands. What the fuck? Yo, what the hell happened to... Yo, when you look at this shit again, it's so fucking funny, it's pathetic. You telling Captain Tazarach throw his hands because he killing you. He killing Polite, daggering him. All up in his head, his heart, all that. Damn, man.
Did he not get convicted? Come on now. Let's keep it real. So now you're talking about what? You're talking about biology. Is he my biological father? I don't think so. So why do you want to be simple? Once I get you there. So now once I pull that out on you, now you want to get in your feelings. Because you're emotional. That's the problem. You want to be emotional. But he's supposed to lead black people. A man who gets this emotional. When it is a proven fact that his father is a molester.
He's doing all that.
You don't know that? You've been molested since what, the 70s?
Hey, yo, listen, right? Goddamn. Captain been going back and forth with Polite for like a goddamn hour and couldn't bring this side out of Polite. Captain Tazarach gets the mic for a fucking second. And he just destroyed Polite within a second. Polite loses his goddamn mind. Damn, Captain. How do you let the second in command come in and do what you couldn't do, man? God damn. Tazarach, man, is a bad motherfucker. He killed Polite.
Did he not get convicted? Come on now. Let's keep it real. So now you're talking about what? You're talking about biology. Is he my biological father? I don't think so. So why do you want to be simple? Once I get you there. So now once I pull that out on you, now you want to get in your feelings. Because you're emotional. That's the problem. You want to be emotional. But he's supposed to lead black people. A man who gets this emotional. When it is a proven fact that his father is a molester.
He's doing all that.
You don't know that? You've been molested since what, the 70s, 80s? Since the 60s?
My father's a molester?
Lord have mercy. That's what you got to understand there. That's what you got to understand.
Say it again.
Let me tell you something, bro. So you're telling me he's not? You're telling me he didn't get convicted? And now you initially want to get carnal? That's what you want to do? That's feminine. That's what you got to know. That is real feminine. Women do that.
Back up. That's feminine.
Now you've been sitting here the whole time. You want to turn around. Now let me ask you something. When he told your daddy was a pedophile, when he said that your daddy was a pedophile, let me ask you something. When did you ever do that to Tazarach? Because you know what? Because you're a coward. Because you are a coward. That's what you gotta understand. You're a damn coward. Your daddy's a molester and a coward.
I asked you to throw your hands and I'm a coward. I asked you to throw your hands and I'm a coward.
You don't grasp that? You don't grasp that?
You called my
said
father.
your daddy was a molester 8 times. You never challenged Captain Tazarach.
That's not a molester.
That's what you don't grasp.
That's right.
I just told your card. Put it back in the deck, bro.
All day.
Real talk.
All day.
Because y'all are simple. Y'all are simple, bro. I ain't high no one. This is the difference. We know order. We know order and we know discipline. That's the difference between us. But y'all been sitting here being simple and running your damn mouths all day.
Yeah, I hear you.
Real talk. Even this guy over here talking about me wearing a white shirt. Ain't nobody mad at the color white. Nobody's mad. I wear white socks. I wear white tees. Nobody's mad at the color white. It has to do with the crimes that we're committing. It's got nothing to do with complexion. But that's simplicity. That's what you gotta grab. Think any of these people are gonna fix black people. Think any of these people are gonna fix anything. Any problems that happen. You damn right. Your spiritual daddy is a child molester. He raped that little boy. That little boy turned around and said that he was eating him. Eat them how? Eat them how? Tell me. Answer that. Because he molested that boy. Because men like you and men in the conscious community, the only thing that they can do is destroy our people. You got no answers. You got no solutions. You're not going to return anybody to their culture. But you know what? We go to. That's what you got to grab. And that's the first thing that you want to do. The first thing you want to do is get carnal. Why? Because once again, I didn't sit here and say, oh, this man tried to sell me, let me get emotional. Who are you going to leave like that because you want to cry, man? That's soft, bro. That's effeminate. That's what that is. Ain't nobody worried about you. Ain't nobody worried about you, bro. Nobody's ever going to be worried about you. Because like Captain Tazarach told you, you are not a threat. You are not a threat to anybody. A threat to who? Why y'all?
Back up! 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 Back up!
When he called your daddy a pedophile, you never said that to Cat. That's what you don't grab. So you're telling me he never said that? You're telling me that he never said that? Because you're a coward. That's the problem. You are a coward. But you never said that to Cat. Because the thing is, bro, let me tell you the difference between a man and a coward. A man will fight any adversities. Now I'll tell you what, a coward will only fight a battle he thinks he could win. And that's you. Because you never said that to Cat. But you see my size, so you think you can take me. Let me tell you something, bro. Ain't nobody worried about you. Ain't nobody ever gonna be worried about you. Are you kidding me? We wanted you to face him the whole day. And you wanted to look that way. But you know what? Not this entire time. You have not looked at the crowd while you've been talking to me. Because that's double standards. Because you're a hypocrite. And all these characteristic flaws that I'm bringing out right now proves you are not a leader for no people.
Is that you're a white man trying to cause
That's what you got to grasp.
You're a white man that's going to make black men fight each other. There you go.
Let me tell you how much of
You're
a
a
bitch
white man
Polite
that's
is.
going to cause black people to fight each other.
Let me tell you how much of a bitch Polite is. What the brother said was correct.
Right.
The brother came out here and said, he called Tazarach my dad, me Tazarach's daddy.
And I apologize.
Now,
So
you
come
didn't. Now, Tazarach responded by bringing up his father. His spiritual father, who he called, who's a fucking child molester. Your father is a child molester, period. And he got in his feelings. He got mad, and he thought he was going to punk Tazarach. If you want to cross the rope, cross the fucking rope. That's what you do. Don't sit here and talk shit like what's going to pop up, what's going to do this. If you're going to cross the line, cross the fucking line. Otherwise, get the fuck out of here. That's what you do. You don't sit here and disrespect my brother. And then like he said, I disrespected you, your sister, you, your daughter, your wife, everybody. You ain't stepped to me, but you didn't step to me in the moment. But I apologized to you 6 months later. But in the debate, you did not step to me.
You didn't step to me in a debate. When I embarrassed your wife, no, you did not. No, yes, I did. When I said, how many of y'all, how do they treat her? Like a fucking whore. That's what I said at the debate. You didn't step to me. So now you stepping to my brother. No, I'm not taking it back. What I'm showing is how a coward you are. Because if you was a man, when I said it, you would have reacted the same way that you did to him. But you did not. You thought he was weak. He ain't weak. If you want to cross the line, you'd have crossed it. If you want to play games, go play that shit somewhere else. We got business to do here. That's now. Cross the line or get the fuck out. Either one.
I want to see y'all jump.
Either one. Either one. Tazarach, go ahead, teach your topic. Ignore this nigga.
No.
No sweat.
Get the fuck out is what you told me.
So now,
That's exactly what I told you. I said, no, I didn't just say that. I said, cross the line or get the fuck out.
That's
Choose one.
Well, I ain't going to impose on your space.
I know you're not.
Yeah.
I know you're not. I know you're not going to impose on our space. I know you're not going to impose on our space. Teach your topic. Ignore him.